Hello everyone, welcome to Professional IAS. Today we are seeing the current affairs from 8th April to 13th April. Okay, and those who are watching the current affairs regularly, kindly share to your friends so that they will also take the benefit of it. And make sure that you are very thorough in the current affairs, because many a times current affairs becomes one of the important scoring factor with regard to examination. These current affairs are useful for all the examinations, even for UPSC. Okay. With regard to the courses and the material purchase, there is a number in the description. You can call or text to the number and you can take the benefit of it. So let us start our discussion. Okay, these are the topics that we are going to discuss today. Please pause the video and see that you know these topics or not. If you know them, you can skip and do your preparation. If you don't know, kindly stay with me. It will be a very fruitful session, along with some conceptual clarity also I will give you. So these are the topics that we are going to have. Let us start our lecture with one of the important personalities of our freedom struggle, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Okay, a very well known dignitary across the world. Okay, Ambedkar Jayanti to be celebrated tomorrow, that is April 14th, 2024. Today is April 13th. So, but in the newspapers already it is given with regard to Ambedkar ji. So, celebrated on every year 14th April, Ambedkar Jayanti has been celebrated. It is also celebrated as Bhim Jayanti and in the memory of Dr. Bhimrao Ji Ambedkar. Okay, so he was the first law minister of independent India and also the principal architect of our constitution, because he was a chairman of drafting committee of the constitution. As because he has actually gave a very good sketch and framework of our constitution and help us to compile it in a one particular document. That's why he is also regarded as father of Indian constitution. He was born in Madhya Pradesh district Mau, okay, and this particular district is also called as Ambedkar Nagar. He, throughout his lifetime, he has fought against injustices done to basically disadvantaged sections of society, Dalits and Harijans, underprivileged groups. He fought for their rights. He made instrumental efforts with regard to the codification of Hindu codes. Okay, all the Hindus laws, whatever we are having with regard to adoption, with regard to marriage, with regard to succession. So he was a principal important and prominent person, one of the prominent person who has given a very good view, very good document and helped to bring it a Hindu code bill, which is also prevalent even today. He fought for the women empowerment and gender equality in our country. Okay, he has, and during his early days of his life, he was also had experience of how the disadvantaged, underprivileged sections has been suffered from the upper class of the society. So he felt that particular pain and suffering personally. That's why he took up the cause of giving justice and equal rights to the Dalits and Harijans and whoever are underprivileged. Okay, so if you see the significance of his life in our significance of his contribution in our life, Ambedkar has been associated with helping drafting the Indian constitution, which embraces the value of justice, liberty, equality and brotherhood. Justice, liberty, equality and brotherhood, that was the echoes that he has put into the constitution. And Ambedkar's unwavering fight against social injustices and support of rights of marginalized caste, that is what I have told you just now. He has always fought for the equality of underprivileged Dalits and Harijans and against what? The upper privilege. So he always fought for the equality among everyone in the society, irrespective of the caste. That's why Ambedkar Jayanti in many parts of the country has also been celebrated as Equality Day. Remember this point. Equality Day is the day celebrated of the Ambedkar Jayanti Day, that is 14th April. Ambedkar is known for his view that education brings about a change and promote the quest of knowledge as an important method of achieving social and economic mobility. In society, if one has to come up in a good status and one has to, if you're having money, then only it is possible to make a just society, like that he said. Okay, because social empowerment, economic empowerment cannot be possible until and unless you are not educated. Suppose I am not educated, I am called as Dehati. I may not be allowed in many of the places where English is not spoken. It means was I have been discriminated, right or wrong. In the same way, if I am not participating in the economy, in the society, if I am doing nothing, the society also does not care about me, nor the government will care about me. That is why he said that he emphasized on the education for which social empowerment and economic empowerment are possible. Ambedkar dream of inclusive society. He always talks about what inclusiveness means. No caste should be given what any special privilege. No caste should be discriminated for any privilege with regard to government and public policies. Everyone has to be treated equally, and the growth and development of the country should be inclusive, transcending caste, religion, race, place of birth, descent, whatsoever. Okay, so he always fought for a society that is more just and inclusive, means a society in which justice is done and where everyone participates. Now we are having, just like Chat GPT, we also have a Bharat GPT. It is a group, okay, company which has founded what? Bharat GPT. Okay, they have launched a product under the Bharat GPT that is called as Hanuman. Okay, a series of large language models, LLM means large language models, that can respond in 11 Indian languages like Tamil, Hindi and Marathi, and will be extended to even 20 languages. According to Bloomberg report, Bharat GPT group, Bharat GPT, it's the organization. In a group, they have showed that different people interacting with this particular Hanuman. Hanuman is a tool. We are interacting with the Hanuman just like a chat box. I may talk in Telugu, I may talk in Hindi, I may talk in English. It will respond to us. Healthcare, only for healthcare they got a WEEKKY GPT. Now diabetes के बारे में जानना है, यू वांट टू नो अबाउट डायबिटीज़. अब यहाँ पे क्या होगा, अब इंग्लिश में बोलेंगे डॉक्टर साहब यूट्यूब पे, या और मराठी में बोलेंगे या तेलुगु में बोलेंगे. सो बेसिकली जो अपर क्लास वाले होते हैं इंग्लिश में ही बात करते हैं. तो अब इनकी वीडियो हम कैसे सुने, ठीक है. तो ये जो WEEKKY GPT है ना, इनका जो इंग्लिश में जो बोलते हैं उसको वो मराठी तेलुगु में ऐसा कन्वर्ट करके अपने को इन्फॉर्मेशन देते हैं. तो इससे अपने क्या होगा, बड़े बड़े जो डॉक्टर्स होते हैं, एम्स में होते हैं, निम्स में होते हैं, तो उनके भी अपने को सजेशंस ईजिली मिल पाएंगे, सो दैट अथेंटिसिटी और रिलायबिलिटी हो सके इन्फॉर्मेशन के शेयरिंग में, राइट. आई गेस दिस इज ऑल क्लियर टू यू. व्हाट आर LLMs? LLMs are nothing but, as we have already seen, large learning modules we say. Okay, large language models. Language, you understand. Large means many number of language models. Use deep learning techniques to process large amount of text. They work by processing vast amount of text, understand the structure and meaning and learning from it. Suppose if I talk about what is the meaning of diabetes and what are the symptoms. So this particular large language models, what they do is, they connect all the information with regard to diabetes and related information. They connect from Wikipedia, they connect from Google, they connect from expert reports, etc. and they will club it and give it to us in a very structured form. They know that which one should come first, which one should come after, and what are the symptoms, etc. in a structure, because they are deep learning. They will learn by themselves and they structure the document or the whatever we ask them, they structure in such a way that it is easily understandable to us. LLMs are trained to identify meanings and relationship between large amount of words. Okay, the greater the amount of training data, greater the amount of data is there in the model, and greater the amount of data is fed in the model, the greater and more clear and productive work you can get. Okay, so it's all about gathering the information from different reliable sources and giving to that particular person whatever he asks for. So the more the data, the more the what information the particular person will get. The data, as I have told you, that can be we can get from Wikipedia, open web text and other common crawl corpus. Okay, these contain large amount of text data which the models use to understand and generate natural language. Natural language is nothing but what I am speaking now, natural language. It could be Hindi, it could be Telugu, it could be not in dots or not in stenography. It's a normal language. It will convert it and give us the information. Okay. Then Asian Development Bank has recently has increased the GDP forecast for India. Asian Development Bank raised its forecast for India's GDP growth rate in the current fiscal, okay, 2025 to 7%. So last time they said that India GDP this year may be growing by 6.7%, but they have revised and said that India GDP will grow by 7%. Why? Because they have given the reason. Public and private investments are increasing in our country, as well as expectation of gradual improvement in consumer demand as the rural economy is recovering. After COVID pandemic, we are seeing lot of economic activities in the rural areas. So rural areas are slowly recovering. Public and private demands are also, investments are also increasing, and consumer is also demanding more. So all the four important areas of our economy are working together in sync. Okay, that is why the growth has been revised to 7%. The regional multilateral lender also projected that India's economy would expand by 7.2% by 25 to 26. So this year they 24 to 25 they gave 7.5, and 25 to 26 they gave 7.2. So that is what they have told. Means 24 to 25 7, 25 to 26 7.2. So 0.2% means the Asian Development Bank, regional bank, because it does not cater to all the countries, it is catering to Asian. With the name only you can understand that Asian countries are a part of it. Okay. So here they have given a positive economic growth rate of our country even for the next year, next fiscal year coming. CDP Suraksha. CDP Suraksha is essentially a digital platform, means you will find only this platform online only. Okay. It will allow an instant disbursal of subsidy to the farmers in their bank account by utilizing the e-rupee voucher. Okay. Whenever a farmer buys anything, then he will be getting a voucher of the subsidy amount. This voucher can be encashed in the RBI or any of the bank. The moment you get the voucher, you give the voucher to the bank, the subsidy will come. Okay. So this is a very seamless, what I say is that disbursal of subsidy. The moment I have like Food Corporation of India is there. As a farmer, I go and dump all my rice to the Food Corporation of India. So I may get subsidy on it. So they will give me a voucher. That voucher I should go and give to the bank. So there is nothing, delay will not happen with regard to farmer remuneration. Easily you can get. The BJP-led government has come up with a new platform to disburse subsidies to horticulture farmers under the Custler Development Program. The center initiative to promote the horticulture crops. In the newspaper they have told BJP, let us not write BJP yet, the government we should write it. The platform is known as CDP Suraksha. This move seeks to push the growth of India's horticulture sector, which contribute nearly 1/3 to the agriculture gross value addition. If in agriculture 100 crore rupees has been generated, okay, the horticulture sector contribute 1/3 crores, nothing but 33 crores has been coming from horticulture sector. It is very common that 1 kg of rice 45 rupees, but 1 kg of mogra will not be of 45 rupees. So horticulture crops are what? More value. Okay, adds more value in small quantity, just like a pharma products. Okay, here you understand one point, that CDP Suraksha is this particular platform is only for the horticulture crops. Okay, the total production of horticulture crops also spiked in the recent years. In 2010 to 11, 240.53 million tons of horticulture crops we have produced. Now the number has reduced to 334.60. Horticulture production also increased, a very good statement. Okay, CDP Suraksha is essentially a digital platforms. The full form of the CDP Suraksha is System for Unified Resource Allocation, Knowledge and Secure Horticulture Assistance. The platform will allow an instant disbursal of subsidies to the farmers in their bank account by utilizing the e-rupee voucher from the National Payments Corporation of India. So here also subsidy will be given in the form of, you will get a voucher, you can easily get the voucher converted into what? Cash, and can be transferred into your account. Just like a Amazon voucher is there, easily converted into money or not? Yes. CDP Suraksha has also many features. It has been integrated with PM Kisan scheme, cloud-based server space from National Informatics Center, UIDAI validation, e-rupee integration, local government directory. So many of the government platforms, this particular e-rupee and CD Suraksha has been integrated. It means what? It has been very much secured, and you can avail it on different modes. without any problem. Who are the Quds force? Okay, one of the Iranian military force. It has been on the news because Iran is thinking to strike Israel. These news has been coming from last 2 days. Then Iran has actually asked the Quds forces to be ready. Let us now talk about who are they. The Quds forces is the paramilitary and intelligence wing of Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps. We call it as IRCG. The IRCG was set up by the leader of Islamic Revolution, that is the Iran's first supreme leader, Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini. Okay, in 1979, this particular Quds forces has been formed. After the 1979 Islamic Revolution dislodged the ruling Shah from the power, a theocratic state was established in Iran. For its protection, the IRCG was created to deal with both domestic and external threats. Iran was also under the, just like a Saudi Arabian King Salman is there, no? Iran was also an autocratic state. A king rule was there. That has been ousted. Now Iran is having what democratic form of government, at least in theory. Okay, so when they got a people's government, they raised a paramilitary forces which was called as IRCG. Now they are highly institutionalized, means government by proper, it is like just like our army, it is working, remains a force parallel to that of Iran regular armed forces, according to the think tank Council of Foreign Relations of Iran. They have their own army, naval, air force wings, and its total membership is around 1,25,000 people. So IRCG, within the Iran military, army is different, IRCG is different. Just like in our country also, Indian Army, Assam Rifles, both operate differently. In the same way, IRCG is very, very supreme military of the Iran. Now, Vaikom Satyagraha, 100 years we have been celebrating in the month of March. 100 years of Vaikom Satyagraha was over. Vaikom, a temple town in the princely state of Travancore, saw the start of non-violence agitation on March 30, 1924. March 30, 1924. The first among the temple entry movements that would soon sweep across the country. So basically, Vaikom Satyagraha is all about temple entry movement. Okay. 1924, this Vaikom Satyagraha started. You might be aware of this fact. Even Gandhiji also led temple entry movement. Lot of castes were not allowed to enter the temple. So in Vaikom Satyagraha, the leaders of this particular Vaikom Satyagraha has barged into the temples and opened the gates of the temple to each and everyone. That is all about this Vaikom Satyagraha. Okay. In November 1936, the Maharaja of Travancore signed the historic temple entry proclamation, which removed the age-old ban on the entry of marginalized caste into the temples of the state. So Maharaja of Travancore with the Vaikom Satyagrahis signed a proclamation that now every marginalized sections will be a part of what? Temple entry. The Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan was launched on 15th August 2020. This particular scheme runs under the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. So through various activities, they do awareness generation program, Nasha Mukt Bharat. Before the start of the movie, you can see that focus on higher educational institution, okay, university campuses where there is a possibility of Nasha will be there. That particular areas will be basically focus areas, reaching out into the community and identifying dependent population, focus on counseling and treatment facilities in the hospitals and rehab centers for the already addicted person, capacity building programs for a service providers. Okay. Now, Agnikul Cosmos, it is a private sector, okay, space based company. IIT Madras incubated space technology startup. So Agnikul Cosmos is one of the startup which belongs to what? Okay, Madras, means it is located in Madras, and IIT Madras is one of the important part of Agnikul Cosmos. Recently what happened, this Agnikul Cosmos, they are about to launch the rocket, they stopped it. About to launch the mission, till now they have postponed the mission launch 3 times, okay, because of technical issues. They have postponed the launch of Agniban, the rocket name of Agnikul Cosmos. This is a company. This company has made a rocket called as Agniban, called as sorted suborbital technology demonstrator. Okay, India's pioneering semi-cryogenic engine powered rocket. Semi-cryogenic is, first of all, cryogenic is nothing but a fuel that has the capacity to run the machine at lower temperatures, basically freezing temperature minus 250 degrees centigrade, around 180, minus 180, minus 270, that degree centigrade, if any chemical is working as a fuel, we call it as cryogenic. Okay, we are calling it as semi-cryogenic. Okay, ISRO uses cryogenic, ISRO does not use semi-cryogenic, remember this point. Okay, so it is like India's first semi-cryogenic pioneered rocket, but still it is not yet launched. Agniban rocket sorted is a single stage rocket powered by Agnilet. Engine name is what? Agnilet. Company name Agnikul. Rocket name Agniban. Engine name Agnilet. So Agniban sorted rocket is a single stage rocket powered by a engine called as Agnilet, which is a type of rocket engine that uses combination of liquid and gaseous propellants. These engines operate at higher temperature compared to cryogenic engines, but are cooler than the traditional liquid rocket engines. So the only difference between ISRO's cryogenic and this cryogenic is ISRO's cryogenic completely operate under the very cool temperatures, but these engines will operate at a high temperatures. And the liquid, though the liquid is kept at the lower temperatures, same like ISRO, but operates at what? Higher temperatures. Agniban sorted designed to transport payloads, very important, 30 to 300 kg orbits as high as 700 km, nothing but it can go up to New Earth orbit. It's set to launch from Satish Dhawan Space Center, but postponed again. The launch was highly anticipated as it represented a very important technology. So this particular Agniban rocket is there, no, it has been the first rocket in the world that has been designed on the basis of what? 3D printing technology. 3D printing, regarding, if you want to see, you can see the 3D printing in the YouTube Shark Tank. Okay, our Shark Tank is ना, हम अपने Shark Tank में अब 3D printing बोल के मारी है, एक plastic वो insert करते and they will make a egg, whatever it is. So 3D printing modeled rocket has been exactly designed. So we want to see that whether the 3D printed whatever the designs are there, literally they work in the reality or not. That is why it is called as a technology demonstrator. Digital services, India is the fourth largest exporter of digital services on the global stage according to World Trade Organization. Okay, World Trade Organization releases a report called as Global Trade Outlook and Statistic Report. India's digital delivered services export reached an impressive 257 billion in 2023, 70% increase. Digital service is nothing but I am giving you digital service. If you are teleconsultation, if you are calling to the doctor and talking and taking the advice or treatment on through call or through the WhatsApp, whatever, digital services. Okay, education digital, health digital, governance digital. Digital is nothing but finance, completely transfer, etc. digital. So any services that has been like online gym is also digitally given, right or wrong? Yes. So that is why the digital services, with regard to digital services value, India is ranking 4th. The first one here is USA first. Digital delivered services encompass a wide range of offerings. Okay, like professional services, chartered accountancy, education, gaming, streaming, music, videos, Spotify, etc. All comes under what? Digital services. Over the past 2 decades, the sector has witnessed a remarkable expansion, now constituting more than 20% of global services trade. Means according in the globe, whatever the services are there, transportation is there, telecommunication is there, financial services are there. Okay, you also have storage services are there. Okay, airways is there. So many services you are having, hotel and restaurant is also there, banking and finance is also, many services are also there across the world. Across the world, 20% of these services are coming from what? Digital services. Okay. Bharat NCAP, Maruti Suzuki has applied for Bharat New Car Assessment Program. New Car Assessment Program safety rating for some of its vehicles. Last year, Tata Motors SUV Safari and Harrier became the first recipient of the safety ratings for adult and child occupants. Nothing but our government is giving a certificate. Suppose you make a car and you should apply for the certificate, the government authorities will come that, okay, adult people are safe, good spacing, child is safe, okay, seat belt is good, child bag is also there, child is also very good, okay, then you will get that certificate. So last year Tata applied for this year Maruti Suzuki has applied for this Bharat NCAP. It's a India's own independent safety performance evaluation protocol for automobiles. Bharat NCAP is benchmarked to the best-in-class global standards, and the system is designed to advance road safety and vehicle safety standards beyond mandatory regulations. In an automobile, how your car should be made, on what are the standards, so that is called as what? Mandatory. Beyond mandatory, if the cars are providing even more innovative safety solutions for the adult and children, they will also get the certificate. Okay. Indo-Pacific Economic Framework for Prosperity, launched in May 2022, includes 14 countries. India is one of the country here, remember this point. Indo-Pacific Economic Framework for Prosperity, when it was launched May 2022, is India is a part of it? Yes, but good thing here is Pakistan is not a part of it. Okay, that is fine here. It provides a platform for these countries to collaborate on advancing resilient, sustainable and inclusive economic growth. All of you will come together, all of these will come together and they'll discuss about trade, supply chain, clean economy and fair economy. Fair economy means economy which benefits all of them. What is dragon fire weapon? Dragon fire weapon is very simple. If you have seen the Star Wars movie, in Star Wars movie, the people, the heroes, etc., everyone to kill others. Light rays to kill others. So this dragon fire weapon is also similar on that lines. You can see on the YouTube, it is very popular. It has been recently innovated by UK. Britain has innovated. Now with the help of a laser light, they can destroy a plane also. And they said that they can even destroy a common small coin. That much precision is also there with regard to this particular dragon fire weapon. The weapon system that uses a beam, that is what I have told, right? Light beam to hit and destroy targets at the speed of light is expected to be tested by the Royal Navy and the Army of the UK. Okay, so what is the light name? Laser Directed Energy Weapon, laser LDEW, as a game changer, means it will completely change. Now a light has the fastest speed. Now we can fastest destroy a particular attack easily in the air. They pointed out that laser weapon system ability to strike something as small as 1 rupee coin also. Meanwhile, the radio frequency outlets of the weapon systems has the potential to weaken the enemy defenses also by cutting off communication electricity. If any enemy country is trying to send radar, no, if you just send the beam in the middle of it, the radars will not function. So we can jam the radars of the enemy also with the help of it. Now let us see one-liner. Okay, as you know that our normal timing is based on Greenwich Mean Time, GMT we say. All countries agreed in the year 1972 and we have got a Greenwich Mean Time. Now it is called as Coordinated Universal Time or Universal Time Coordinated. Now GMT is not called as GMT. GMT is now called as Coordinated Universal Time. Universal means applicable to all countries, or Universal Time Coordinated. In the same way, the International Astronomical Union and other governments and also the international associations, they have also given a project to find out, given a project to the scientists to find out a time for the moon time, so that all the if we know the timings, if we try to find out the timings of the moon, just like Greenwich Meridian time, mean time, in the same way all countries can easily properly coordinate it. So that is why the moon time, in order to find out the best possible moon time which is applicable for all the countries, a project has been initiated, and that moon time is now called as what? Zulu time, Z time or Zulu time, moon line, to coordinate the activities on the moon. Suppose the USA has sent some people at 8 o'clock in the morning. For us it will be what? 12 o'clock, but we have to match it. Other countries it could be what? 4 o'clock. That's why the moment we get the moon time, everyone can properly coordinate the activities, okay, with regard to lunar space exploration. Plus F logo has been notified to identify fortified foods. This is another important one-liner. If you see on the kurkure, on the badam milk, if you see plus F logo, it means it is fortified food. Fortified food is that food which is having added nutrients artificially. Chemical fortification is also there, biological fortification is there. Biological fortification is nothing but the Yakult small drink is there, no, in the Ratnadip, in any of the supermarket you will get. Yakult is nothing but a milk based thing in which microbes, good microbes are there. That is called as biological fortification. Chemical fortification is nothing but when chemicals are added to a particular, like just like Cerelac is there, just like lactogen is there. These are what chemical fortified. So nutrients are added. In the same way, we also have golden rice also. Okay, so if you see on the product plus F, you have to understand that this particular product has been having added nutrients externally. This is all about today's class. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Take care.